Hello, sports fans. It is Wednesday, June the 26th, the year 2013, and as usual, a lot to get to in the sports world, so let's get it going right now. Let's put a bow on the NHL hockey season, where the other night the Chicago Blackhawks win the Stanley Cup. They beat the Boston Bruins 3-2 in Game 6 up in Boston. The Blackhawks win the series 4-2. Congratulations to the Blackhawks and their fans. The Blackhawks were the best team in hockey all year. They had some huge winning streaks during the regular season. Faced some adversity in the playoffs where they were down 3-1 to Detroit before they rallied to win that series. They were down 2-1 to the Bruins in the finals. They win the last 3 games. Great job by the Blackhawks. And how about the win the other night? They're down 2-1 late in the game. They pull the goalie, tie the game with about a minute to go. Then just a few seconds after that, they get the game-winning goal, and they end up winning the game and the Stanley Cup. So tremendous job by the Blackhawks. And they have a young team, so this Blackhawk team is not going anywhere. Good job by Boston as well. They had a tremendous season. They will be back as well. So congratulations once again to the Blackhawks and their fans. Very, very well-deserved Stanley Cup championship. Okay, as far as last night, what went on, I did catch a little bit of the College World Series. Congratulations to UCLA. They win the College World Series 2-0 over Mississippi State. That's UCLA's first College World Series ever in their whole history. UCLA went 10-0 in this tournament, so tremendous job. By the way, they were showing all the national championships UCLA has won in all their sports. They have like over 100 national championships with all their sports combined. I mean, we know about basketball and we know about volleyball, but UCLA has a really good athletic program, and they just add to it here with the big win in the baseball championship. So congratulations to UCLA. As far as last night in your Major League Baseball, Tampa Bay beat Toronto. That's 2 in a row for Tampa Bay over the Jays. Oakland beat Cincinnati. Boston routed Colorado. Yankees beat Texas on the Ichiro walk-off. Baltimore beat Cleveland. How about Davis? 28 home runs. I mean, what is this guy going to hit? 60 home runs now? Washington beat Arizona. Pittsburgh continues to play good ball. They beat Seattle. Miami beat Minnesota. Miami's dreadful, but they are playing slightly better. Angels beat Detroit 14-8. What got into the Angels last night? They actually woke up and played a good game. The White Sox beat the Mets. Wheeler not good for the Mets in his second start. Atlanta beat Kansas City. Milwaukee beat the Cubs. St. Louis routed the Astros. Philadelphia beat San Diego. Brown with his 20th home run. And the Dodgers beat San Francisco. San Francisco not playing well. The Dodgers have a modest 4-game winning streak, and Kemp is back in the lineup. So that's kind of where you were in your Major League Baseball last night. All right, without further ado, let's get to our Major League Baseball State of the Union. Let's start in the American League. We're going to go worst to first, records, little synopsis of each team. Okay, here we go. American League East. We're going to start in last place with the Tampa Bay Rays. I'm sorry, last place still Toronto. Toronto's still in last place. Toronto, 5th place, 38-38. 8-2 in their last 10 games. Reyes is coming back, and of course Toronto has lost the last 2 games to Tampa Bay. Overall, Toronto's done a nice job recently getting back into the race, but they can't slip up here. Remember, they're still a 500 team. They're still in a tough division. Still work to be done for Toronto. No time to rest now. So Toronto's still in last, but they are back in the hunt. Number 4, Tampa Bay. They are 41-37, 5-5 in their last 10. Will Myers looks like a really, really nice prospect. Keep your eye on him. Number 3, the Baltimore Orioles. They are 43-35. They are 4-6 in their last 10. They were playing well, and then Toronto just absolutely dusted them. Number 2, the Yankees, 42-34. They are 5-5 in their last 10. Pitching well, but same old story for the Yankees. Too many guys out. Teixeira's got another wrist problem. I mean, still no A-Rod, still no Jeter. The list goes on and on. Got to get these guys healthy eventually. And number 1, again, the Boston Red Sox in the East, 46-33, 5-5 in their last 10. Carp and Ortiz continue to hit well. Nice job by Boston. I did not think they'd be this good this year. So that is your American League East. Over to your American League Central we go. Last place, the Chicago White Sox. They are 32-42, 4-6 in their last 10. I think the White Sox are done, and I think Paul Konerko is done. Paul Konerko had a great career. He looks like an old elephant now. Number 4, the Minnesota Twins. They are 34-39, 5-5 in their last 10. Gibson and Arcia look like two good young prospects, so keep an eye on both of them. Number 3, the Kansas City Royals. They are 35-39, 4-6 in their last 10. They still can't score. even with Brett as the hitting coach, I mean, there's only so much he can do. I mean, he's not a miracle worker. I mean, you can't make a bad hitter a great hitter. I mean, so the Royals still can't score. They need some more offensive punch. Number 2, Cleveland. They are 39-37, 6-4 in their last 10. Overall, a nice job by Cleveland this year. I thought they'd be dreadful. Francona has them battling every night. I don't think they're a playoff team, but they are doing a nice job. Number 1, the Detroit Tigers. They are 42-33, 5-5 in their last 10. Best run differential in all of the American League, and they also have the biggest lead in any division. I think the Tigers are the class of this division. Over to your American League West we go. Last place, no surprise, the Houston Astros. They are a dreadful team. They are 29-49. They are 5-5 in their last 10. Castro and Corpenron both look like two good young catchers, though. They have depth at, the catcher position for Houston. They don't have much else other than that. Number 4, the LA Angels. They are 34-43, 5-5 in their last 10. 8 times this year, they've lost by 3 or more runs. Terrible job by the Angels. I mean, just really, really struggling this year. I'm sorry, the Angels are actually in 3rd place. I skipped over a team. Seattle is in 4th place. They are 34-44, 4-6 in the last 10. Ibanez had 17 home runs. Seattle's offense overall, though, really, really sputtering. So let's review that again. Houston in 5th place, Seattle in 4th place, the Angels are in 3rd place. I took those 2 teams out of order. Number 2, Oakland, they are 45-34, 4-6 in their last 10. Lost 7 of 10 after sweeping the Yankees, so that Oakland was riding high after they swept the Yankees, kind of stumbling a little bit. Overall, though, I like Oakland's team. And number 1, the Texas Rangers, they are back in 1st place. They are 44-33, 6-4 in their last 10. Back of the Ranger bullpen has been outstanding this year. Okay, over to the National League we go. National League East, last place, the Miami Marlins. They are 26-50. 6-4 in their last 10 and have won 9 of 15. So as bad as they are playing better. Number 4, the Mets, 30-43, 6-4 in the last 10. The Mets bullpen has actually been pitching decently recently. Only 2 runs allowed in the last 27 innings. And the Met bullpen has been overall bad this year, but recently they've been doing a nice job. Wheeler not great in his second start. We'll keep an eye on Wheeler, the young prospect. Harvey's been great this year. Number 3, the Philadelphia Phillies, 37-41. They just can't put anything together. 4-6 in the last 10. Only Miami and Houston have a worse run differential. That's a bad stat for Philadelphia. Number 2, the Washington Nationals, 38-38, 5-5 in their last 10. I mean, the bust of the year could be Dan Herron, who's now on the DL for Washington. And what's with Washington's offense? They just can't score enough runs. Harper's still out. He should be back soon. Very disappointing year by Washington. They do have time, though. Number 1, the Atlanta Braves, 45-33, 5-5 in their last 10. Upton all of a sudden struggling for Atlanta, but overall, nice job by the Braves. National League Central we go. Last place, the Cubs. They are 31-44, 4-6 in their last 10. Listen, things are not going to change drastically for the Cubs this year. They got a major rebuilding job here with this team. Nothing drastic is going to change for the Cubs. We know they're going to be a bad team this year. Number 4, the Milwaukee Brewers, 32-43, 5-5 in the last 10. Look at them to be sellers at the trade deadline. Look for Gallardo to be moved for Milwaukee. Number 3, the Cincinnati Reds. They are 45-33, 4-6 in the last 10. Bruce is on absolute fire. Cincinnati's in a very tough division here. St. Louis, Pittsburgh, and Cincinnati all could make the playoffs. Number 2, Pittsburgh, 47-30, 7-3 in the last 10. Alvarez on absolute fire. Pirates doing a nice job. And number 1 in the Central, St. Louis, 48-29, 5-5 in the last 10. They were dusted by Texas in St. Louis. Texas went into St. Louis and swept them. But St. Louis, how could you say anything bad about them this year? No one thought they'd be this good. And how about Beltran? He continues to hit the long ball. So that is your National League Central. Over to your National League West we go. The Dodgers are in last place. They are at 34-42, 6-4 in the last 10. Puig's still hitting good. Kemp is back. The Dodgers do have a 4-game winning streak. The Dodgers are not out of it because this division is a little weak this year. No one playing great ball. Arizona at the top, not playing great. San Francisco stumbling this year. Colorado's okay. San Diego's okay. This division is not great. If the Dodgers are going to make a run, it's going to be for the division. The Dodgers are way out of it as far as the wild card. They're not making the wild card. But they have an outside chance at the division. What are they, 7 games out? Still time for the Dodgers to put something together. Now, they got all sorts of work to do. They're 8 games under. They're 7 games out. They have won 4 in a row. Keep an eye on the Dodgers. Maybe they can put something together. They do have a lot of work to do. Number 4, San Francisco, 38-39, 3-7 in the last 10, and Matt Cain is not pitching well. So Cain's not pitching well. Lincecum hasn't pitched well in a couple years. Zito not pitching well. The Giants, very disappointing this year. I never count the Giants out. They're battle-tested, won a couple of World Series in the last few years. I mean, we love the Giants pitching when it's right. They got to get right. This Giant pitching's got to turn it around. They're the key to the whole team. I still won't write the Giants off. They're too dangerous to me. But right now, they're not playing good ball. So the Giants in 4th place right now. Number 3, San Diego. They're 39-39, 5-5 in the last 10. Cabrera on the DL. That hurts a lot. San Diego, though, overall 39-39. That's a surprise. I thought they'd be dreadful. Number 2, Colorado. They are 39-39, 4-6 in the last 10. Tulowitzki, what else is new? He's on the DL again. And number 1, Arizona. They lead the West, 41-35, 4-6 in the last 10. Hill is back from the DL. Arizona's got a nice team. They're not a great team, though. This division is very weak. Like I said, everybody is still alive in this division. One team's going to make a major run here and maybe put this division away. But this division right now, very, very weak. Probably the weakest of all the divisions in baseball. All right, so that is kind of where you are in your Major League Baseball State of the Union. I mean, we still got a long, long way to go. All of July, all of August, all of September into October. So we got a lot of baseball to be played. Okay. As far as tonight, what to watch for, remember, we got no basketball anymore, no hockey anymore. Here's some highlighted Major League Baseball series for tonight. Toronto, Tampa, Cincinnati, Oakland, Texas Yankees, Cleveland, Baltimore, Arizona, Washington, Colorado, Boston. Some of your better series tonight. You want to throw in the Giants, Dodgers as well. So you got some baseball tonight. I am not going to do a show on Friday because there's no hockey. I was going to do a show if there was going to be a Chicago-Boston Game 7. Since there's not, I'm not going to do a show on Friday. I'm going to do a show on Monday for you. What to watch for over the weekend? I mean, you got the NBA draft tomorrow if you can get into that. I personally cannot. Just like the NFL draft. To me, it's a complete joke. Every single guy picked, the announcers are going, what a great pick. Great pick. Fits in great here. Good pick here. Great pick there. I love when they talk about the guys that are drafted overseas that are not going to play in the NBA right away and they're going to stay overseas for like 5 years. I get a kick out of that. Oh, this is a great pick by so-and-so team. But this guy's going to stay over in Europe for about 5 years to develop his game. But keep an eye on him in about 6 years. Give me a break. If the guy could play, he'd be playing right now in the NBA. I mean, come on. They do this all the time. Oh, he's a nice project. Look for him in 10 years after he develops in Europe to come over to the NBA. I mean, what a joke. I mean, the NBA draft is totally unwatchable. I can't get into it at all, but some people like it. So the NBA draft is tomorrow. Maybe we get a few trades as well. And, of course, you got your Major League Baseball over the weekend. Some highlighted series for the weekend. Yankees, Baltimore, Toronto, Boston, Detroit, Tampa, Arizona, Atlanta, Cincinnati, Texas, San Francisco, Colorado, St. Louis, Oakland, and Philly and the Dodgers. Just a few series to highlight for you. There are others. Those are some of the bigger series over the weekend. All right, so you guys are all caught up. Like I said, I won't do a show Friday because we have no hockey anymore. I'll be back with you Monday. The shows are going to get spread out now a little bit here. We're going to take a little time off now, get our batteries charged back up for the big run in September. Once September gets here, I'll be doing 5 shows a week for like 10 months in a row. So this is a good time to take a little break. Shows will be spread out, but I'm not going anywhere. You'll hear from me once a week, maybe twice a week. I'll definitely keep in contact with you guys. But I will not be back with you Friday. I'll be back with you this Monday, which will be July 1st, believe it or not. We'll be in July the next time I talk to you. Believe it or not, July 4th is next week. Hard to believe. So hopefully we'll be in the football season before you know it. So the shows will get spread out a little bit. I won't be with you this Friday, but I will be with you next Monday. So you guys, thanks for the support. Thanks for tuning in. You guys enjoy the games. Enjoy your baseball. Enjoy the NBA draft if that's possible. Enjoy your weekend. Stay safe. I will be back with you guys on Monday, July 1st. Talk to you then. Take care.